Hi brewers, it's Seth Garden-Swartz with Black Garden Trademark, and today I want to give you 90 seconds of usable information about how you can better protect yourselves and better market your brand. So one is, people say we're out of names, like there's no more names for my beer, and that is not actually true, but it feels true because we all name our beers around the same thing. So they're all named after animals, places, landmarks, weather patterns, things like that. So we tend to step on each other a lot. So is that a problem? Yes, it's a problem because people who register their trademarks and even people who don't register their trademarks do have rights, and those are property rights. And property means that the property owner can exclude you from using their stuff. Just ask a 3-year-old. And so if you're using someone's property, they can stop you from using it, which will be painful. So what do you do? Again, 90 seconds. So the first thing to do is look, before you use a name, look around and see if anyone else is using that name. And it's actually not as hard as it sounds to look. And you may not find everything, but you'll find something. And if you find something obvious, you can at least avoid the nasty letter consequences you get from lawyers, which are expensive to respond to. Second, plan. Think about how many new beers you're going to release this year. And you might think about too, how many seasonal, if you're going to add some core beers, if you're going to actually package and distribute these beers, because each of those things raises the bar a little bit in terms of how important the trademark might be to you. So finally, as part of the planning process, sit down and brainstorm a bunch of names. And if you just don't judge them, just brainstorm them, put them on a whiteboard, then you can rank them versus the ones you like the most. And then you can go back to that list when it's time to release your beers and make and possibly create new names. You may not know which seasonal takes off and becomes a core beer for you, and you'd be a lot better off taking the name that's taken off with and already knowing that you own it. So look, plan, brainstorm, and finally, understand what the consequences are for screwing this up. Because if you go and get good things happen, you've brewed something amazing and people really like it and they like the name you gave it and it takes off, and then it turns out that there's some macro brewery that happens to own that brand name in an obscure sub thing that they own in Mexico or Europe, you're screwed. And no one's gonna be able to help you. So do it now and it will cost virtually nothing. Do it later and it will be very expensive. That's 90 seconds of trademark advice from Black Garden Trademark. Hope this helps.